Today we are going to talk all about Princess's brand new Reserve Collection mini suites, what's included, how it compares to what they had before. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. So those of you who have sailed with Princess for a while or who have been here with us know, and if you've been on any cruise ship really, there are different kinds of cabins. You've got your interiors, your ocean views, you've got some that are obstructed, some that are not, same with balconies, and then you move up to mini suites. Well, you can have deluxe balconies, and on the different cruise lines they'll call them different things. Some of them are verandas, prime verandas, things like this, and then you start moving up to having mini suites and suites, and along the way there's quite a bit of variety of what is offered. Well, on Princess you have your balconies, and then on some of the ships you can get a deluxe balcony. That means that you get a sofa with it in your cabin, but then you move to mini suites, and we have had mini suites on Princess for a really long time, and then in the last few years they have started offering what they call a club class mini suite. A club class mini suite came with some perks, and the largest perk really that people I think talked about and enjoyed the most was you got a reserved area with a separate entrance of the main dining room that you could go ahead and eat whenever you want. You don't have to have a reservation, and it's a very personalized experience there, and people very much enjoyed that. And a lot of people talked about how it was really worth paying the extra for the club class mini suite in order to have that. Well, if you have looked at Princess's website lately, you will notice that it does not call it a club class mini suite anymore. Now it says welcome to the Reserve Collection mini suites. And so I thought I would talk to you about it and let you know what is included, so that when you are thinking about a cruise that you would like to book with Princess, you will have a really good picture of what is offered, so that you can compare how much a regular mini suite would cost with these. Now they're calling them the Reserve Collection, what we're used to calling the club class, and then also not only between the mini suites, but then also considering if you'd rather have, the deluxe balcony or a regular balcony. And I think that honestly sometimes where you are going, the kind of voyage that you are on, it might impact a little bit the kind of experience that you want while you are on board. And I'll talk to you about that a little bit more in just a minute. So first of all, with these Reserve Collection mini suites, if you are going to book your own cruise, or you're looking at cruises there on the Princess website, you will see the information about it in two different ways. I've noticed. I first noticed it when I was trying to track down a cruise, and I was just looking at the cruises, clicked on a mini suite, and it popped up and it said the Reserve now. And so that kind of made me think, oh, we've got something new here. And to read all of the details about it that I'm sharing with you on the Princess website, you can just go to, I believe it's On Board Our Ships, and then look at the different ships, and you bring it up, and then it brings up all of the information. So if you need to look at it again sometime after you listen to me, or if you're reading through it and you have any questions, you can put them down below, and I'm happy to answer them for you. Alrighty. So first of all, it says introducing a Reserve Collection, the new name for club class. So indeed, it's very similar. They start off talking about how you're going to get the premium location of mini suites. So basically they take all of the mini suites on the ship, and the ones that they decide to use for this Reserve Collection or the club class that we've had before are the ones in the very best location. So you would think the very best location in the ship, between forward and aft and midship there is the best. That's where everyone always wants first. So you're going to get that location. The next thing you're going to get is surely that exclusive dining experience that I told you about. It says you get to have a private entrance, like I said, to an exclusive area of the main dining room. So if you have not been on a Princess ship before or have never noticed this, at one of the main dining rooms, one of the entrances will say club class dining, and I'm sure that now it'll say Reserve Collection. And so if you are not booked in a cabin that has that, then you don't enter there. You just go, the way the entrances are to the dining rooms on Princess is, they're like, aft, forward, wherever they are on the ship, they're on port and starboard, there is an entrance on both sides. So if you come up and you see that sign and you are not supposed to enter there, you just literally walk across and there will be the entrance for you. And the same, if you are booked in one of these Reserve Collection mini suites, all you have to do is walk across across the ship if you don't see that sign, and that's right where you go in. Like I said, you don't have to have a reservation, and they run that whole area to accommodate people when they would like to be seated. And so you can come whenever you would like to be seated for dinner and go ahead and sit down. Now you get a very personalized wait staff there, and in addition to that, every day the chef makes a menu item that is only available to people that are in these reserve collection that dining. The rest of us, those of us who don't book it, and I have not booked it before, maybe I'll book it sometime. I think I will, just to try it so I can tell you what I think. But if you're not booked in that, then you don't have the option to order that menu item. And I sometimes wonder if they're gonna, like, those of you who do have done the Club Class mini suites in the past, let us know like what some of those menu options are, because I think it would be kind of fun to know if they are things that Princess offered in the past and now they don't offer them anymore. They used to offer these really good Italian dishes, and I remember them before the shutdown. Remember when they would have Italian night and they would bring out like the cook stove things and actually cook it right there for you, and the dining room smelled like heaven and it was absolutely delicious. I wish they would. The last few cruises I've been on, that has not been an option, so I really miss that, and I wonder if they ever offered that over in Club Class. You would think we would smell it through the rest of the dining room, but let us know some of the dishes that they have offered there. Then the next thing is you get to have priority embarkation and debarkation, and apparently they have a dedicated lounge. It says an exclusive disembarkation lounge for everyone who is booked in one of these reserve collection mini suites. So you get on quicker and you get off more quickly and smoothly as well. Also, when you board the ship, you are going to have a complimentary half bottle of red wine and a complimentary half bottle of white wine in your cabin for you upon arrival. And I would like to think, I've not asked this, but I am sure that if you don't drink alcohol, that they would switch and let you have something else instead. You also get, now this I think is worth something right here, you get to have priority specialty dining reservations. So it says you can receive special assistance with priority reservations at your favorite specialty restaurants. I think that that is especially valuable as the ships are filling up again and we go to book our specialty dining. As soon as you book your cruise, especially if you're Elite or Platinum, you can book your dining right away. And but I have noticed that as the ships are sailing much more full now, it's much harder to get the specialty dining you want, especially at a time that would maybe be nice. And so this would be a really nice thing. They will help you, and I'm sure that they save reservations available to put these reserve collection mini suite people into when they inquire. So I thought that was very nice. And then it says every evening you get to have evening canapes delivered to your stateroom. Now, when I was just on the Discovery Princess, it was my first time sailing as Elite, and that is one of the perks that on formal night they will bring you the canapes. And I know canapes are not big anyway, but when I was just on the Discovery Princess, let me tell you, to say that they were as big as a quarter would maybe be exaggerating. They were very, very little, like maybe like the size of a nickel. I don't know, and I don't know if that's standard. I don't know if that's just what the chef made. They tasted good. I ate them, but anyway, every evening it says you get to have these, and then you also get to have upgraded bathrobes. If you've not sailed on Princess recently, they've got those, they're kind of out of a knit fabric. It used to be, I believe, at least when I started sailing with Princess, everybody got, even including our first cruise, you got those nice terry cloth robes. If you asked for a robe in your stateroom, that's what you got. And so they've kind of economized a little bit, and now you get those kind of knit fabric ones. But if you are in the Reserve Collection mini suite, you get to have the terry cloth robe. You also, and then they give you a list of things that you get to have, and some of them are things that all of us get to have on the ship. So I thought it would be valuable to let you know that as well. So they talk about how you get a more spacious cabin, and that's true. A mini suite is bigger than your deluxe balcony or than your balcony. Any cabins like down from that would be less expensive from that and smaller. Of course, the mini suite is bigger. You get the Princess luxury bed. You know what? Everybody on the ship gets the Princess bed, and those Princess beds, they really are something. They are very, very comfortable. You get a balcony with patio furniture, a table, and 2 chairs. And on all of the Princess cruises that Gordon and I have been on with a balcony, we have always gotten 2 chairs and a table. You get a refrigerator. We all get that in our stateroom. Then they've got a separate seating area with a coffee table and a sofa. Now that is something that is so valuable in a mini suite. If you get the deluxe balcony, then on a lot of the ships you're going to get the sofa, but not always. And I know when I went on with my daughter and I a couple of times on the Royal Princess, and one time we had a deluxe balcony. It was one of those flukes when we decided kind of last minute to go, and so that's what was available, so we got it. But it had like a coffee table too, but the mini suite is bigger. So even if you, on the ship you're on, you can get that sofa and you can get that coffee table in your deluxe balcony, the mini suites are much bigger. That is a big difference. Floor to ceiling sliding glass doors, we all get that on a balcony. Private bathroom including combination tub and shower. That is very nice. Usually you just get the shower. You get a hair dryer, a phone, and a desk. I believe that is universal in all of the cabins as well. 2 flat panel satellite TVs. Now in your balconies, just regular balcony cabins, until you hit that mini suite, you're not going to get 2 TVs. You get 2 TVs once you go to the mini suite, and then the digital security safe, and everybody gets one of those digital security safes. So I hope this overview helps you a little bit. I would say that this Reserve Collection mini suite is really a lovely addition if you are going on a cruise that is special for some reason, or if you just want to try something out that is new, or if you want to be pampered a little bit extra. Now this brings in my kind of thoughts that sometimes it depends on where you're going and which port you're going to go to, really what you want to do with this. I think, when I think of like the Caribbean cruise that Gordon and I took in, we took a couple in November and I went again in December. When we went to those ports, so very often we were back on the ship by dinner time, no problem, and usually way before dinner time, and so then we would be using that every night. But when we were, for example, on the Mediterranean cruise, so many of those nights we were in port later than that, or look at your itinerary, see what you're going, see what time you're going to be in port till, and so a lot of times we were not back. Well, I guess you can eat later in the dining room. This is true. They're open usually they'll seat you until 9. But when I think of, for example, the cruise that we're going to go on to Israel and Egypt, those all 3 nights in Israel and both nights in Egypt, we're going to be late. And we're going to enjoy being late because we're going to be wanting to see everything, and the excursions they offer are late. So I just kind of think of that when you think of, especially if you're like more budget conscious about that, really pay attention so that you thoroughly enjoy what you're spending your money on. And if you have other questions about this, let me know. Truly, everyone that has commented I think almost entirely has really enjoyed the Club Class Mini Suite and now the Reserve Collection, as it will be called. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this all how it all kind of plays into what Princess's grand idea is when we think of the Sun Princess coming, and I've been thinking about this a lot today since I saw this, because the Sun Princess, as you know, she is going to be like all of the other cruise lines have. When you think of Celebrity, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, all of them have areas of the ship that are set aside for people booked in certain cabins, right? Like on Celebrity, you've got the retreat and so on. With all of the cruise lines. Well, on Princess's new Sun Princess, they are going to start doing that as well. And so I'm wondering if we hear of this being called the Reserve Collection, that will kind of play into that a little bit. I've checked. I have not seen anything else announced new for suites yet, but it'll be interesting to see if they get a whole new name as well, and kind of how that fits into Princess's whole marketing plan. When I think of this, I'm reminded that I read not too long ago on one of the forums of cruisers about how someone was saying that, now Princess is going to be, especially with the Sun Princess, they are going to be dividing people more again according to class, as they explained. And I want to say this. I would say that when you look at it this way, so you're driving down the road and you see somebody in an expensive car and you see someone in an older car or a car that's not as expensive as the other car. I honestly don't think that you can judge a person's wealth by what car they drive, for the most part, because you don't know, some people, I know some people who are very wealthy and they don't drive a car that would indicate that at all. I know some people that have a big loan on their car, and so to me it's not a big, I hope I'm making this clear. So when you look at people that are booking different cabins on the ship, maybe stop and think that they are not necessarily somebody who, people book different cabins for lots of reasons. Some people go like on one vacation a year, they splurge on that, they want to really be pampered, so they are going to choose a certain kind of cabin, right? And then you have somebody else that goes more often, or else to them that's not a big deal, and so they're going to choose another kind of cabin. And so I don't think honestly that Princess or any of the cruise lines means to separate people like by class. I think they want to separate people more by experience, that you're going to look at all of the different offerings and then choose what you want for that cruise. And hopefully it will help you have a better cruise, because you will get what you want on that cruise. And I think it will also help the cruise lines as they offer you different things in different packages and different cabin types. It'll make it so that they come closer to meeting your expectations, because I know that we all have like a baseline of expectations theoretically of what we would expect on a cruise, but if you want something a little bit more or a little bit different, then you are going to book a cabin that accommodates that desire, right? And so as you think about what you want every time you go on a cruise, kind of keep that in mind. Look at what all of the offerings are. If you don't know about something, ask. You're very welcome to ask me. I'm happy to help people pick where they would get the experience that they would most enjoy on the ship. And it's part of why I think it's really valuable to have a travel advisor, because you're spending your money and you may as well get what you're hoping to get for it. So thank you very much for thinking about these Reserve Collection mini suites with me today. And like I said, if you've got any questions, just put them down below. I would love to hear from those of you who have stayed in them before. It's also the same, like I said, the Club Class mini suite. Share with us your experience there again, and if you thought it was worth it to pay the extra. So I really appreciate you all. I look forward to reading your comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you appreciate these videos, please give this one a thumbs up, because it really helps us out. And I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.